Well, welcome to the Langdale Valley in the wonderful Lake District National Park, and I am here today parked down at the Old Dungeon Gill. I am doing one thing today, and that is my Penultimate Wainwright BOWFELL. And I'm not alone either. Young David is still there. We've got Dave the hiking Viking over there having a drink. We've got Paul, we've got the wonderful Mary and the wonderful Derek, and all of them have said one thing to me as soon as I got here, said one way or the other, we're going to get you to the summit of BOWFELL. Whether we've got to drag you up there or whether we've got to carry you up there. Now I prefer the second option, but one way or the other we are going to BOWFELL today. And that leaves me with one Wainwright left to do, which will be on the 14th of September, and that is High Rig. If anybody wants to come along, you'd be more than welcome, whether you've walked with us before, whether you've never walked with us before. It'd be great to see you. The pace will be slow, very, very slow. Nice and gentle, plenty of breaks, because I want to enjoy it. I want to have a good chat with people. Mrs. METALMAN is coming as well, and she likes to take her time. So, come along, put the date in your diary. Fingers crossed we get good weather. We're heading to and through Stool End Farm. And I mean, look at this. Just over a week ago, I was down the Lake District, and it was 29 degrees, and I was eaten alive on the top of Barrow by, I was going to say a million, I'm sure it was more like a trillion, heather flies. What an absolute nightmare that was. This is an absolute nightmare. I think it's only going to be about 10-12 degrees today. Perfect hiking weather. Overcast, but clear. So we should be in for a great day. If you want to come along with us, you'd be more than welcome. Warning, dog loose. Oh God. Nothing against dogs. I like them. But I'm very wary of dogs. When I was 3-year-old, I got attacked by a German Shepherd. So anyway, I'll be keeping my eyes open with this loose dog. So I managed to navigate the farm without any dog attack. And from here, we'll be diverting off the main path up the band towards BOWFELL. I think we're going to go via the Climbers Traverse. Dave's leading it today. Now, last time I did a walk with Dave, we were going and doing my last 3 Wainwrights over in the Coniston Valley. I was going to go up from the Rhinos Pass, which was about 4.5 miles, I think. Dave said, I tell you what, why don't we go from Coniston, nice and gentle. I thought I liked the sound of that. 11 miles. So anyway, let's see what today brings. And this is where we're turning off for the band. And look at this scenery. Isn't it amazing? Now, very nearly did BOWFELL last year. It was round about this time last year actually. From Seathwaite Farm I went up and climbed Great End. I then went on to Esk Pike, and from Esk Pike you could actually see BOWFELL. I remember thinking, should I go on? Should I do it? Only problem was I was getting further and further away from the car. And as per, with me stood talking to this half the time was getting on. So I thought I'd leave it for another day. Anyway, today is that other day. And to be honest, we couldn't have picked better conditions. Quite cool. I say overcast. The sun's trying to get out. So first break of the day. Suits me. We've done a mile, so first break of the day. So Dave got his drone out there. I always forget something. So today, as well as my drone, I forgot. I still haven't brought anything for midges or anything like that. Hopefully we won't need that today because we've been quite cool. The other thing I then brought was my suntan cream. But at 10 degrees, I'm sure we won't be needing that today. We are parked somewhere where them trees are down there. So our second break of the day was what, this time last year I was up there, Pike of Blisco and cold pike over there. Did that with Crinkle Crags. I'm having a bit of a fall on some rocks on Crinkle Crags. A red hot day as well. I bumped into about 4 or 5 subscribers. It was really nice to have a chat with them. But making slow progress today, which suits me fine. Still getting over the effects of COVID. So I'm not feeling as fit as I normally would be. But luckily we've got some good company to keep my spirits up and keep us going. Well, Dave and Paul have popped up there to do a bucket. What I'm going to do is have a sit down here. Mary's sitting there, Dave's there. And I think Derek's ploughing on. And what a view we've got. So we'll have a drink stop here. Lovely path to follow all the way up. Anyway, time for a bit of bait. Oh my God, we've killed Dave Hostel. Either way, that is where we're heading there. So, must be well over halfway there now. I hope. So that's where we've come up from. Nice clear path, and when you lose the path, literally for about 50 yards, if that, there's plenty of cairns to guide you along the way. Weather hasn't changed at all. Nice bit of a nip in the air. And that is BOWFELL right in front of us. There's a path that way. I think that goes up to the Three Tarns. I think there's an offshoot to the right, which you can go around the back to the Climbers Traverse. So I think this is the path down here we're going to be going up, and then around the Climbers Traverse, and then the Great Slab. I don't think I'll be back to BOWFELL again. I haven't said that. I've said that about so many fells and then come back to them. But just in case I don't, I want to do that Climbers Traverse. And then get on the top of there and then decide which way we're going to come down. I think we're going to drop down this way to the Three Tarns. I think Dave and possibly Paul might be going on to Esk Pike, which I just did back end of last year. So I'm not that bothered about doing it again, and don't want to push it too much after COVID. But I said a lot fitter this week than what last week. I couldn't have done this at all. I was absolutely wasted last week. Fair enough, the flies and the heat didn't help, but today's been like perfect. So I've really enjoyed today. Good company, fantastic views, and when you look at places over there, you look and you think, yeah, I've been on there, I've been on there. Yeah. In fact, in between that dip in the distance, that's where we were, was it 3-4 weeks ago? And there were the last 3 in Coniston. I needed to do. So in the distance, you can see Derek and Paul, they've gone up that way, 3 Tarns, and then they're going to climb up that way. This is the way we are going up. So somewhere up there, through the boulders, through the scree, when you try and find a path. There's some lads going up there, so for me towards them, I'm sure they're going the same way. So let's have 5 minutes here. You can see a very clear path that we came up from, and then behind there we'll drop down, climb up that way. Pike of Blisco there. Coal Pike and Crinkle Crags where I was last year. Okay, we haven't got any sun, but we haven't got any mist either. It's overcast, but everywhere's nice and clear. Dave enjoyed a nice cup of coffee there. I think Mary's behind us somewhere. Yeah, Dave's going up straight up. It's a route he's never gone before. We're going round and we'll meet him at the top. But yeah, this last bit, this bit here, it has been quite steep. And there has been steep bits on this walk, but also places where you can recover. So that there is the start of the Climbers Traverse. Just going around there. And at some point we'll turn around up to the Great Slab. There's a bit of climbing apparently. So let's see how that goes. I think Dave is going straight up that buttress there. He wants to see that sheep, I think. He wants to be alone, so we'll leave him to it.
You want to know why it's called the Climbers Traverse? It's because people come up here to climb that buttress there.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that. So this is the path. If you haven't got a head for heights, I would recommend you don't come round this way. You go Three Tarns way, the way that Derek and Paul went, because they, yeah, it's quite a significant drop all the way down there. Fantastic view, but I'm quite happy seeing it from here. So that's the way we're heading. So getting around that corner was a little bit sketchy. You know, not much places to put your feet or your hands, and I say a big drop. But either way, apart from that, it's been really good. I've really enjoyed it, with more to come yet as well. And this is what the proper climbers come this way for. And that big slab of rock down there, now we climb up there. Rather them than me. I mean, look at it. Isn't that sensational? Not too keen on that drop there, but anyway, again, I better catch up. Like Dave said, who put that big rock there? Because you've either got to go over it, or what we did, go around it. So care needed, but as long as you do take care, you should be fine. Over in the distance, some of the high fells over there, there is a bit of mist starting to come over, so hopefully they're not coming our way. But somewhere up here, there'll be a path that we need to get up. No, he's not bothered about the drop at all. And look at that, straight down there. Yeah, you alright or what? Yeah? Fair enough. Well, on we go. Getting over it. Apparently there's about an 8% mortality rate on this path. So, as long as we stop in the 92%, I'll be very happy. Right, I've lost Dave and Mary. Too busy talking, better catch up. So that's where we came from. Dave's just about to fly his drone. So we're having a quick break here. Bit of scree there. So quite happy to have 5 minutes here before we're getting that scree path. So we've come over that way. Thankfully, we didn't have to go up that scree there. The path is leading us round underneath the rock. I think at some point, I don't know if we're going up this way or we're going up in that gap there, not sure. Watch this space. Well, thankfully we are turning off left here, so that is the way we are going up. And double thankfully that's the way we are not going up. More good news. So again, very rocky, shaly, rubbly way up, but as long as you take your time, you won't have any trouble, hopefully. And there we have it, the Great Slab. Quite a bit of grass on there. There's Dave Austell stood there at the top, the way he's gone up. There's Mary leading the way. And Dave. So yeah, very rocky, bouldery, shaly walk up. And that's the way we came up. But just take your time. That mist is starting to pull over here there now, so hopefully we're going to get to the top before it covers us, because it would be nice to get a nice clear summit. And on that note, I better get moving. I've got two sheep in the middle of the Great Slab. That is some toboggan ride down there. And this way up is just pick your own way up. That mist is coming in. So farewell to the Great Slab. Hello to the mist. And Wainwright number 213 is just there. Hallelujah. So no matter which way you go, it's pick your own way, I think, because it's just a boulder field. And all them big fells that were nice and clear there now starting to clag in a bit. Who cares? We're nearly there. 213, one more to go. Anyway, I've got to get all this boulder field first. No matter which way you come up, it is rocky. There is a few cairns to guide you up, but it's just to guide you. Well, really, it's just take your own way up. See the path over there going to Esk Pike where I was back in last year, thinking should I come over and do BOWFELL then come back, and mist is really coming in there now. Either way, where Paul's standing there is the top. Let's go and join him. So it's been handshakes all the way around. So for the first time, and most likely the last, haven't said that the amount of times I've said that, possibly the last time, top of BOWFELL. So they're not the most expansive summit top. You can see the Scarfells over there, and still a majestic view despite the clag coming in there now. Been a really good day. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, the mist has been coming in over the fells. It's been over us, it's cleared, and there's a little bit more coming over there now. A very mystical field set up here, very quiet. Just the three of us. Derek has gone down ahead by himself like he prefers to do. Dave and Paul have gone up over there to Esk Pike. Cannot see them, so I should be up there now. And we're just having an extended break up here. But at some point, we're going to have to set off back. The long walk back down to the valley, through the valley, back to the car, but hopefully we'll have time for a pub stop first. So the mist is pulling in. Down in the valley, it still looks clear. Over in Coniston, it still looks very serene. You can see both Scarfells up there. I'm sure somebody will be up there, but today it's been BOWFELL for us. So last view of Scarfell Pike, Scarfell, and the last view of BOWFELL, and that's the way we're heading back down into the valley. And there we have the Great Slab, and that's the way we came up. And that is some drop, and that is some view. I mean, look at that. Absolutely sensational. And in the distance we can see the Irish Sea. Yeah, but what a good day today's been. I was so pleased to get Wainwright number 213 out the way. While we're sat here, good opportunity to answer a question. And one that keeps getting repeated over and over again is, where's the name? Alan METALMAN. Well, I've definitely answered it once, possibly even twice, I don't know. But what that came from is just my love of heavy metal music. Also, when my son used to be in a band, they used to travel all over the country, UK, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. One of the places they used to love going down was down to Birmingham. There was a great pub down there called the Old Wharf. They played there a lot. And we used to go down and see them. And we got to know quite a few people down there. Sometimes I'd walk in, a few people would say, he's the metal man from the north. And so the name just stuck. When I started the YouTube channel, what should I call it? I just called it Alan METALMAN. I started doing the hiking and just added on the outdoors bit. Somebody else asked us, got any other names, nicknames? When I first met Mrs. METALMAN, she did give us a nickname that she used to call us. And funny enough, about 44 years later, she still calls us the exact same thing and all. And that is the octopus. I'm not going to say why. Hopefully that has answered that. If you've got any more questions, let us know. Leave in the comments and I will get round to answering them. The Great Slab. That's the way we came up through that little valley part there. If you don't fancy the Great Slab, if you don't fancy the Climbers Traverse, and this is the way you want to come up, which is the way we are going to go back down. But take a look at these views. Still a little bit of haze, still a little bit of mist, but aren't they fabulous? Welcome to the wonderful Langdale Valley. So, rocky descent down to the Three Tarns. At the moment I can only see two of them, but there hasn't been that much rain this summer. Again, in the distance I see cold pike Blisco right in front of us, and red tarn. The path was very shirley, very slippery. The rocks moving all the time, so I have a couple of slips, luckily no falls. If you did ever head for heights, I would recommend going the Climbers Traverse way. Obviously, if you have got a problem with heights, you'd have to go up this way and down this way as well. So now we're down to the Three Tarns. The route we'll be taking is back down there, down the valley and down to the pub. Anyway, a nice little stop here. Have a break, have a rest, have a cup of tea. I was going to say a bite to eat, but I've got nothing left. Well, another break, another wait for my support team to catch up. Whew. It's a long walk back, and we've got a heck of a long walk back yet down the band. So for me, it's head down and get cracking. Something that was one long walk back, so this is well needed. Cheers. So if you enjoyed the video, really would appreciate a big thumbs up. If you want to see more outdoor videos, every Sunday at 2 o'clock a brand new video goes up. If you like any food reviews, every Wednesday at 7 o'clock a brand new food review goes up. If you like anything like that, click on that subscribe button, because there was 2 videos a week every week on this channel. I'll tell you something, it won't be too long before I'm back out again. Cheers.